Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our session today. We will be addressing grow your business, VoIP business with Fanvil. That's our agenda today. Hope everybody could hear me. If you have any issues, please feel free to to give us a tinkle. Now, before we start, ladies and gentlemen, some basic rules before we start. Some following itineraries that we want everybody to adhere. Kindly mute and unmute when necessary. You can basically start and stop your cameras if you wish to, and kindly raise any kind of your queries in the chat box so that we could address all your concerns at the Q&A session later. Yeah. So let us begin. Now, we have the privilege today. We have the privilege of having Miss Abby Zhang, who is the country manager for SEA Southeast Asia from Fanvil, with us today here. And we would like to give her a slot for her to basically do a welcoming address to our kind partners. Abby, please.
Hi. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm Abby from Fanvil. I'm the country manager in charge of the Southeast Asia. I'm very happy to participate in the webinar held by Tosh today. Hopefully it will go well and let you guys know about our family useful FDMCS systems. And next, Ganesh and Ali will expand our FDMCS in the details. So let you guys enjoy this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. Thank you very much for the short, impactful introduction. Team, colleagues, I will be co-hosted by my colleague, Mr. Ali. So I will begin the first session, and Mr. Ali will basically do the FDMCS portion of it. Now,
yes.
Without further ado, come, let's go. Toshi, we as every one of us know that we are into a distribution, and we have a specific reseller program always happening with Toshi, and any partners, new partners are very welcome to participate together with us. You can obviously go and visit us in our website and register yourself into our partner portal. Yeah. Now, for those of you who are new and very new to us, we are a sole distributor of Fanvil in Malaysia. A part of that, within Toshi by itself, we have two verticals that we basically we are proud to shout about. One is the VoIP, and another one is the digital signage industry. So we are a distributor of a few products, as you could see beneath, which is Sangoma, Dial-Applet, Gigasat, Ever, Hoodoosoft, AnyNote, and VBAT headsets. These particular products are related to VoIP, and the other products such as Interface, 22 Miles, Winwall, Navori, MySign are related to digital signage. Okay, so it's good to share and good to know, vice versa with our partners as well, that what are the products and forte that we carry within ourselves, right? So that it will basically benefit all parties together, right? Now, moving ahead, we again would like to thank all the participants who are in today with us. And we pray all basically doing well and good. and have got yourself at least one vaccination done. Yeah. So moving forward now, about Fanvil. Now, Fanvil is basically a VoIP communication expert. They were founded for somebody who doesn't know who Fanvil is, a very basic introduction, yeah. Founded in 2002 in Shenzhen, China. Global presence since 2012. They have a solid base of approximately 200 odd employees, a very strong core competence in hardware related to endpoint terminals. They also do OEM phone manufacturing as well. They have got vast model series of appliances that basically goes hand in hand very well together with most of SIP-based IPPBX platforms. They are always exceeding customers and partners' expectation. To be very frank with all our partners who have joined in today, we've been the distributor for the last coming 3 years, and we are proud to say that they always exceed our expectation as well. They are a kind of a principal who always bend forward to adhere to partners' pain, and they're very, very quick in responding, in tweaking to make the impossible possible. Yeah, the products are very, very driven into multiple scenarios, especially cloud solutioning. Yeah, cloud solutioning, and as well as their technology is very vast in terms of with their Opus technology and so forth, right? Now, and the last, basically on business and technical support. As I highlighted just now, very strong platform of R&D, knowledge, real time, that they basically support the distributor. And we are very, very proud to be the sole distributor of Fanvil in Malaysia. Yeah, right. The roadmap on Fanvil, basically, as I was briefing everyone just now, the roadmap started in 2002. As you could see, basically, it scaled. How Fanvil scaled themselves up with different series of models to basically to strengthen themselves to be one of the core leaders in the SIP telephony industry. Today, after 18 years or 19 years, with approximately 75 worldwide distributors, something that to be shout about, because this is never possible without the support of partners to the principal. But having said that, as norm people say, it takes two hands to clap and to grow together. Yeah. So again, Fanvil is making the numbers reach. Fanvil is been very well accepted and been tested by multiple products, brands such as Pick It Up, like Mitel, like Zyco, like NEC, name it, yeah. OpenBox, they're everywhere. Avaya, 3CX, and without a fail, I can't forget Asterix, yeah. So Asterix is also there, okay, and multiple award winners, okay, constant hungry for continuous growth in terms of award achievement, as well as constant reach out to partners, distributors, on their commitment to grow together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a flagship that we have consolidated that explains in a nutshell the series of the desktop series of Fanvil. Basically, it starts from the very, very entry level, as you could see, the X1 series. Yeah, a very, very monochrome LCD based platform. And leading all the way to the color screens monitors with gigabit dual port device, multiple series Fanvil has got to offer, from some phones that basically caters for Wi-Fi capabilities from Bluetooth and leading towards some phones that are even been designed in red in color, right? Those are the medium mid-range platforms. Last but not least, we have the high-end demand, which are the X6U and above. Fanvil has got also the X7A, that is basically a full Android platform that basically can be adapted to a miniature of video conferencing facility, right? And moving forward to adapt and to be compatible to some legacy consoles. Fanvil has got their X210, and Fanvil has got the X210i as well, so that it can also comes together with the gooseneck. Now, having said all this, Fanvil has got also the X2CP and the X2P, which can be applicable for a call center industry as well. Yeah, partner, something that we would like to share with you. Fanvil has got this practice as well, whereby, as I mentioned very much earlier, into OEM manufacturing. Yeah. So if, let's say, some of our partners today have some sizable projects, we can basically blend together with you to adapt to your customer's requirement, to be able to facilitate customer to with their own branding, right? Own branding. And most of the Fanvil phones, the color screen phones especially, it has got a feature whereby you can even do a screensaver. You can even put in the icon of your customer's logo onto the screen and so forth. Yeah. I must say that the phones are very, very robust. Yeah, very, very robust. By one look at a glance, you would know that I want it, I want to feel it. So the temptation is very high. That is what it's making the numbers basically being reachable. And the demand is there continuously, even during the pandemic season. Right? Now, let us come to the hospitality industry. Now, Fanvil has got that as well covered, yeah. Now, Fanvil has got three different platforms. They can basically go in with a very, very entry-level wall mounting unit, which is the H2U. This is one of the latest model that was launched somewhere at the beginning of the year, that comes in with a hands-free functionality, right? It has got a speaker inherited to the handset. It also has got the H3 and H3W, whereby we are proud to launch the Wi-Fi feature functionality of the series as well. So we have the Wi-Fi built in for the H3W and the H5W. So guys, reach out to your customers if there is a need. So for an IP phone without cabling needs, there is a solution for that. And another thing, a very stylish feature that we are very, very proud with Fanvil is it has got this features called SIP hotspot functionality. Now, SIP hotspot functionality is there available across the border to all the phones that Fanvil carries, not only specifically for the hotel, especially even for the earlier phones that I projected as well. It is a feature whereby you can chain multiple Fanvil extension and using one core licensing of a port license from a PBX. Yeah. So to know more on any functionalities that we are talking about here in a very, very general manner, feel free to drop us a chat questionnaire so that we can take it up with you later, or to most of our valued partners, since all of us know us, you can give us a shout, drop us a mail, and we will be there to basically guide you to walk through with you on this. Yeah. Now, again, Fanvil, with their vast variety of appliances, they also have got multiple models of intercom series. Yeah, name it from the smallest, the cutest pie, all the way to the largest and the complex for very robust industry. We have got it all. A kind of appliances that can be used in a listed below industries. Yeah, name it. You have a vision. Fanwheel is there to basically to take you up with you. Now, some new series that basically is coming up along the pipeline is the A32i, which will be basically a full-fledged touchscreen with gooseneck that is coming soon. You guys can maybe raise a flag later, a flag to Abby since he's here, to know when exactly it's coming out to the Malaysian market. The 2210i, the gooseneck, which is available, very widely accepted for a mission critical environment or for paging purposes. Yeah. On the far left, we have the external paging kits. Yeah. We have two versions within the Fanwheel, the PA2 and the PA3. Now, there is some differences between both of them. A detailed data sheet will basically dictate to you how to engineer them. And we also have a kit for you to assemble your own intercom unit. Yeah. So having said, if let's say you have a complex project that needs a lot of integration and so forth, yes, we have got that as well with the PA2 kit. Okay. Now, moving forward, we also have got recent launch, another product launch that was made for the residents, targeted for residents and commercial intercom projects. Yeah, these are wall mounted. Some of them are basically the XYA in Android version, right? It has got all the units have got a built-in Wi-Fi. They support external inputs for home security purposes. You don't need an alarm. Basically, these devices can act as an alarm for you, right? It can be integrated with vibration sensors or Dell sensors. You can basically monitor real time. Yeah, it serves multiple functionalities, and it can really drive that requirement for your request. Yeah, it has got good look and feel. It has got the technology behind it, and it can be also be connected to your any common IP extension or your mobile number or anything like that. So ultimately, in a nutshell, your imagination is how it can grow, as we very well all know in the SIP industry today. Everything is possible. It's just matter of tweaking the hardwares to make it doable. Now, some new products that has also been recently launched by Fanvil. They are the on the desktop terminal. Let me go through with you. The X1SG, yeah, the X1SG series, which is yes, yes, you're not reading it right wrong. It is gigabit, right? It is gigabit, and the whole idea of basically bringing in this model is for project basis only. Yeah, basically what we mean by project basis is basically the unit will only be under production on your demand, all right, under your demand. So once you place order, only then the production rolls out. The reason behind Fanwheel has come up to the market and in telling out loud that we can give you the most cost effective phone, all right, and we will do it for you in a hot demand, right? So it's not made ready, it is only on production as you request. Yeah, so price, no need to worry, partners. It is the best price in the market. Yeah. Now, Fanvil has also launched the X3S and X3SP Lite together with the X3S and X3SP Pro, together with X3SG Pro as well. Yeah. Now, the features and functionality are almost alike, but there is a very big but here. The but is basically more features on conferencing, right? Internal conferencing. So these particular models here, they've got a function of basically doing 6 internal party conference concurrently, all right? As we very well know, the older series, the current series that we have, they've got only 3. But the newer, cheaper models will go for 6 concurrent conferences, yeah? Now, the i10 series have also coming up with a new look, whereby it is made easy, adaptive for the unit to be installed onto what do you call that, type 86 surface, right? So it is the innovative, as you guys can see. Fanvil keeps on enhancing and making it more affordable and more flexible to be implemented in any kind of a project size. Yeah. Now, I would basically say that I have come up to a closed session of mine, whereby I have addressed the basic functionality models that is available in Fanvil, the desktop units, the Intercom series, and the latest series that Fanvil is coming along with the pipeline on the both platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, you may feel free to raise them in the chat box that I can take it up with you later. But for now, I would love to hand over the baton to my colleague, Mr. Ali, to take it with you on the Fanvil Redirection Management Program. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ganeshan, Abby, and all our partners and friends for joining this session. Hope everyone is doing well and safe. So, as Ganeshan goes through the Fanvil products, Fanvil has really a wide range of products that has been built over the 19 years for the market. And definitely there is a demand how to manage all these products. So it's a very common sense that when you have a large number of endpoints and all of them have the same technology, which is SIP, which is a standard protocol in the telephony industry, which is over the network, how we can come and manage all these different products. So for that purpose, the Fanvil comes with a series of tools and softwares which are provided free of charge for the partners to take advantage and make the life easy. No matter you are deploying an entry-level IP phone, a hotel, Intercom. So what is the products you're taking from Fanvil? All of them has the feature to be controlled with the Fanvil management solutions. So Fanvil traditionally has 2 solutions, which is now available. First solution is FDPS, and second solution is FDMS, right? So let's just go through and explore what are these softwares and how they can help us to deploy a large number of endpoints for any projects. So before the launch of FDMCS, which is our today topic, Fanvil has the solution that help the customers to redirect the phones. So Fanvil, all the Fanvil products has been designed in such way when you unbox the products from the once you receive and unbox it, as soon as you plug the device to the network and internet, the device is going and check itself with the FDPS. So let us just go through the current situation before introducing the FDMCS. So FDPS is again a cloud service that provided free of charge by Fanvil. Each of our partners can have their account, and the deployment is the flow is that once you have your account, and let's say you are going to deploy a batch of mixed products at your customer site, you just need to upload the list of MAC addresses to FDPS server, which is a redirecting server. So as soon as the phone itself has been turned on and powered up, the phone automatically checks the FDPS server. And based on the MAC address, the FDPS server will provide the redirecting and provisioning server to the phone. And the next is phone will get the data, and this provisioning server, it could be the FDMS or some of the PBXs that's supporting this functionality. And then the server will provide the configuration of the phone, and phone will be receive data and ready to be used. So this is what we have been doing before having the FDMCS, which is a new solution. Although this is still a very good practice, a very convenient way to deploy a large number of endpoints. And the FDMS software also provided free of charge. Even now you can go to Fanvil website and download this software and install on your own server. But yeah, maybe I just give you a quick look from the FDPS server as well. So this is how it looks, the dashboard. So this is FDPS, where I think after introducing the new version of FDMCS, we are not going to touch this platform so much because the new solution will take care of this part. But anyway, this is where traditionally our partners upload the MAC addresses and define the IP of the provisioning server. And once the phone powered up, we'll get the provisioning server from this platform and check with the PBX or FDMS. So this was the FDPS, which is only do the redirection, which means it tells the IP phone or Intercom where it can download the configuration from provisioning server. It doesn't send the configuration itself. It just redirects the endpoint to the right provisioning server. And now we have two solutions from Fanvil, which is provide the provisioning information and all the configuration can be handled. So as again mentioned, first one is FDMS, which is software you can download and set up on your own server. And second option is FDMCS, which is the cloud-based of same solution, which make the life much easier for everyone. So if we look at the FDMS, which is Fanvil device management system, you can download it free of charge. It will always get updated and you can get the latest version from Fanvil website. And as we mentioned, this is only a software. You need to have your own server, which can be a Windows PC or computer. And based on the number of endpoints that you're going to connect to this provisioning server, you need to allocate the good resources for hardware. And on networking side, you need to open up certain ports in order that the endpoint can fully communicate with the FDMS and get the configuration. So now we are focusing on the new release, which is a cloud-based. It will remove all the pain. You don't need to allocate your own hardware. You don't need to have a network, firewalls, all those things that have a challenge for many of our partners that make it difficult to deploy and fully use the FDMS functionality. And now Fanvil taking the leap forward and take all this pain from the partners and system integrators and service providers, and it's offering all of this functionality as a cloud service. So first thing is, of course, the first question is how I can get this account from the FDMCS. So we have made it easy for everyone. We will also share later the URL, or you can take it or scan the QR code. So what you need to do is just visit the Toshi website, fill up this small form, and please, from each company, just fill up one time, because later on we will show you FDMCS. What we do is we define the account per partner, and you can have unlimited number of users as part of your account. So no need that multi-person apply under the same company. So once you fill up the form on our website, you will get the account. Usually we try to send you the activation link within the next business day. Once you receive this email, just bear in mind that it's kind of self-destructive, so you need to take action within 3 days. And the link is valid for that period of time. So please click and activate your account once you receive it. And the next action is, once you activate, you need to create your own username and password. So it's a very secure system. We are not making account for you. We just send you the invitation link for our certified resellers and partners, where you can make your own account, and from there you can enjoy all the features that we are going to introduce. Okay, so now let's see what the FDMCS is doing for us. Imagining that, again, highlight that Fanvil has wide range of products that you can have in different environments. Either it's directly hooked to internet, or it's sitting behind a very tight firewalls in customer private network. So all these are the challenge to do the support and maintenance. And of course, if you are deploying a big number of endpoints for your customer, doing all the job manually, it's taking a lot of time and resources from our partners. So Fanvil FDMCS is providing you the tools that you will enable you to manage, update, and fully control your endpoints from the cloud-based solution using TR069 protocol. So using this provisioning, what we can do is everything that you can do from the phone itself, now you are able to control from the cloud system. You can deploy the phone, assign the SIP extension, define the functionality for soft keys, updating the background image. So whatever you think of, now we can perform from the cloud. Even you can upgrade the firmware. You can do debugging, rebooting, and of course, monitoring of the status of your phone, everything from the cloud system. So it's provide you a really great tools in terms of support from the deployment and also after sales and supporting your customers. So this is the workflow for the cloud-based provisioning. Now, instead of that, we go and upload the MAC address to FDPS. We are uploading the product's MAC address to FDMCS server. And this guy is taking care of pushing the information to FDPS server, right? So this will help us to maintain a good synchronization between two platforms, and you don't need to do the job twice. You just upload the MAC address in the FDMCS account. Since it's pushing and uploading to the FDPS, at the anytime the phone has been powered up, it will check again with FDPS. It will get the information about the FDMCS, and the phone will be redirected to your provisioning account. Based on your template configuration, the phone will get the provisioning information and is good to be used immediately. So it's a very quick process. Once you do a one-time job of importing, defining the templates, everything would be almost touch-free. You don't need to go and update the phones one by one. You just need to understand that which MAC address you put for which user and distribute the phone on the customer desk. All right, so that was a quick introduction. Although we are not going to conduct the training, we are going to showcase the basic functionalities of FDMCS, what you can do and how really it's helping you to manage the endpoints. So this is a dashboard of your account. Once your account activated, this would be your landing page on your dashboard. So it will give you a clue on number of devices, accounts, and everything which is under your account. On the left menu, you have your device management. So it has the security. If the system left abandoned, it will force you to log out and you need to log in back. So this is a dashboard of the FDMCS. We have our device management. You have the control to add the device one by one using a MAC address. And as I mentioned, by default, it will synchronize the platform with FDPS server. Or if you have a bulk of the phones and products, you can simply import the as a CSV or Excel sheet, right? So what you can do, you can download the template. It will help you to understand how you prepare your Excel file and then simply import the products into your account. So once we have the accounts, the next is to define our customer scenario. Let's say this company has multiple customers, so we can add a new customer here. So it would provide you the tools to assign the products to each of your customers. It also supports the sub-account, which means, let's say, you are working with this customer and they have multiple locations, like this case. So customer has one site in KL, another site is in Penang. So you can build the hierarchy in a very manageable approach, which help you to understand that each of the products that you are imported, later we are going to assign to a specific site. So let's say I'm just editing this product. So as let's say this is a PA device, sorry, this is editing the file configuration. So this is a device. So we imported using MAC address and device is, let's say, PA2, and I can assign to a specific site. So later on you can move, let's say a device move from site A to site B, easily you can change and update it. So this provides you a good tools to manage the devices on your customer. So this is the site. On the SIP, you can import again all the extension and SIP servers. So let's say you have multiple accounts, SIP servers or accounts. So all these things you can import, and later on, as part of configuration, you can assign this SIP account to any of your devices, right? So the configuration, Fanvil FDMCS provide you a really detailed management. Either you can have MAC configuration, which means any of individual devices you have under your account, you can assign a template and a configuration file to the device. Or you can have the common configuration. So let's say all your devices that sitting on the site of customer A has the same configuration. Usually the companies have same policy. Let's say they want one of the soft keys to be linked to a phone book, and then some of them for speed dial. So you can define the common configuration and build up your template and assign to your customers. So all this thing is again easy to manage and help you to push to either a single device or a group of devices. Under resource management, so you have tools to manage the firmware. So one of the interesting features that we have, any of new release of firmware that Fanvil release for any of products would be available here. And with the click of button, we can send that, okay, we want to update these devices, which is relevant to this firmware. And either I can send to an individual device, or we can send to a group of devices. And it's not only that, we also able to make it instant push, which immediately send the update to the phone. But most of the case, you don't want to trouble the customer during working hours. So you can make it a time-based push, which means to define, okay, with this task, we just want to do after office hours, maybe at midnight when nobody is in office, all the firmware get updated. So this is a perfect tool, which is control the updating devices. And we have partners, as Ganeshan mentioned, using OEM services, or we develop a special functionality for them with the help of Fanvil. So you will have your own specific firmware, which you can upload and then push to your devices, which is same practice. Other than firmware, we have other resources. So these resources can be a different range of resources. So when we have different products, as Ganeshan again mentioned, we might need to upload the customer logo as the background, or maybe customer has a TLS certificate for securing the communication. So there are multiple of cases that we have some additional files which we need to send to our device. So everything fall in this category, we can upload to these resource files. So let's say we have a background image for customer A, you can upload it, and later even you can define this is relevant to which models, because the background image vary depending on LCD size. And later on, you can push the configuration and files to your devices. Right, so device diagnostic that you can monitor if any of your devices you want to check what happened, let's say is not registered. So you can have information from the troubleshootings. These are all the tasks that we have defined, like let's say this task is to update the firmware at the specific time. So it's still on the queue. And if, let's say we decide to make it immediate, we can immediately apply this to our devices. Otherwise, based on the scheduling, it will apply to the phones. We have alarm in case that something happen. You can define certain rules to trigger an alarm for you. So if, let's say, a task was not done, is device rebooted multiple times. So all these things you can define a rule and generate the alarm and send to a specific user. Right. So under the channel, it's how you can manage the track your devices. So since you have the you are the SI or ITSP, so this is doesn't provide you a much of tools. But under the system, you have your user management. You can add the users, unlimited number of users. You can define the roles. Maybe you don't want that your some of your team to be able to delete a device. So you can add a customizable permission that give the access to certain functionality. So you can modify it and name it based on your business model and assign any of your user under this role. You also have the organization management. Even it's possible that maybe some of your customer want to have access, a certain level of access. So you can build the organization and then assign the user under that organization for them to get access to this platform for doing the configuration. And the last is the system log file. It will give you the details of each user, what has done when they log in. So it's a good way that you can track the activity of your staff. If there's something happens, so easily you can find out which of your staff has done this process from which IP, and all those kind of activity can be tracked. So I think that was a quick overview from FDMCS, which really we recommend to our partners to explore it further and get the account, try it with few of the phones, and feel the difference when you are deploying the number of endpoints, how easily you can use it. And then without touching the phone, it will get provision and will be ready for usage. Okay, so with that, our presentation almost comes to an end. And now we are ready for the next, which is a Q&A. I'm not sure if we got any questions so far.
There was one, Chief. There was one from Mr. Sin Chui Yi. The
Right.
question was, Wi-Fi phone, does it need an adapter?
Yeah, Fanvil has two range of models. Some of our X series that like X4U and X5U or X6, some of the models, they have a USB port behind which you can connect the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. Some of the advanced models, they have a built-in Wi-Fi, which means you don't need the adapter. And if you're talking about the hotel series, the H series, H3W and H5W again are built-in. You don't need to add any external adapter because they're made for hospitality, and usually there is a risk of losing those adapter in those installation. And for the other product, which is indoor panels, which is again an interesting product, they also have a built-in Wi-Fi, so you don't need to have the USB adapter. So it depends on models. It could be via adapter or built-in.
Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? You can, if you feel shy to text, you can obviously unmute yourself and start talking to us. One thing I was adding that Fanvil's website by itself, it is very, very feature rich. There are a lot of videos that is been posted inside. You can basically go and do a kind of a self guidance. A very, very powerful literatures have been given there, and it is very user friendly. Yeah. Apart of that, if you have any other questionnaires that you want to try any products on loan to plug and play, by all means you can reach us out, because we don't shallow and uphold to the freedom of playing around, because our approach going to the market with partners are totally different. We always believe in sharing. If you don't share, you don't try, you don't know, and you can push the product, right? So feel free to communicate with us. I guess most of our partners who have known us, they know how transparent we are, and how technically inclined we are in order to assist them.
Yeah, just meanwhile, if any question, this is a URL that our partners need to visit and fill out the information, just the basic information and the business model. So we have different categories. Once they fill up, our team will send the link and activation email so they can activate the FDMCS account and enjoy the functionality of the platform. So just also to highlight, Fanvil, as maybe shown in the previous slide, is compatible and has been tested with variety of PBXs. And some of the PBX have their own provisioning server solution, like what we know, let's say, solutions like 3CX, maybe is one of those well known for the provisioning engine. And again, majority of the products which is produced by Fanvil is part of the 3CX provisioning. So if you are using from those products that they have their own provisioning platform on the PBX side, then you need to make a decision. Either use your PBX provisioning or use the FDMCS, because by right, the phone cannot be pointed to two provisioning servers. And anytime if you need any help or assistance, we are here to assist. Again, this was not the full training, but I believe the whole FDMCS has been designed in such a way that with spending a few, let's say 20 minutes and exploring the web interface, it's very easy to learn and immediately catch the idea how to operate it. So, but again, if anyone need the help, so we can have the quick training session or any kind of support, please reach us. And of course, as usual, Mr. Ganeshan is there for any sales related inquiries. And our support team also is giving support to any of the products that we are distributing. There are plenty of good resources on either Toshi website or Fanvil, but we recommend to visit Fanvil website for latest information, because if you go to Fanvil under the support, and there is a section on website for downloading materials, so you can have access to any of the available softwares, user manuals, and a lot of technical resources that has been there. So it's giving a good hands-on experience on the documented manuals and brochures. But again, our duty as distributor here is to give first-hand support to our partners. So anything related to technical support, Toshi team would be your first point of contact. And we have seen our team quite expert in the products, which immediately can help you to fix the problem.
Right. And having said that, on the last mile, I would like to sign off the webinar today by thanking all our valued partners, every single one of you, for your utmost support until today and future more to come. That is basically being very, very overwhelming. Ultimately, it is only two reasons. Wait a second. Let me add on another one more. The reason is basically the product is right, the pricing is right, and ultimately there is the right distributor that is supporting you whenever you are in need. So without any further ado, if there's nothing much from our valued partners, Mr. Ali, Miss Abby, I think we will end our session today. Miss Abby, before departing, is there any one or two words that you would like to leave us with?
Thanks you guys to join the webinar.
All right.
Yeah,
Don't
if
worry,
you
guys.
have any question, can feel free to let us know.
Yes, and Miss Abby, we must thank you for your effort and your support to us as a distributor, because Fanvil basically have a very, very different strategy of supporting the distributors, and we must say that loudly, because again, it needs two hands to basically clap together, and the third hand basically to make it more visible will be our partners' support to take it leaders to the market.
Yeah, thanks, Ganesh. Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Right, it
much.
was
Thank you very much.
great. Before I think we end, I can see one of our partner raised the hand. Is that Mr. Yosni? Mr. Yosni, you have any questions that you want to discuss on the board? Okay, I think we can discuss with him later since
Right.
Mr. Yosni is not hearing us. So, yeah, that's all. Thank you, everyone, for
Thank you very
joining us
much.
today.
Thank
Have a
you.
very good evening.
Thank you.
And take care.
Thank you. And be safe, everyone. Be safe.